Network fundamentals. In this video, we are going to see what is network interface controller, switch router, LAN and WAN, and finally IP address. Network. It is a connection of two or more devices like the computers, servers, mobile phones, and the desktops. So if we make the connection between these devices, that will able to communicate with each other to share the data, resources or anything etc. So the network is a group of connected devices that are used to exchange the information, and the devices which are presented in that connections are called nodes, and we can make the connection either by using the wired network or wireless network. Wired network. Wired network means it will use the physical cables like the Ethernet to connect the device. And by using the cables, it will make the connection more secure and fast and even stable also. But in wireless network, it does not use any kind of cables. It will use the Wi-Fi or the radio signals to make the connection between the device, and the connection is only stable if that device is present within the particular range of the Wi-Fi, and if the device goes far away means the connection will be either less or disconnected, and it is the drawback compared to the wired network. Third one is network interface controller. The network interface controller is also known as the network card or the LAN card. And basically it is a hardware device that is present on the motherboard, and each device must have the network interface controller so that only the particular device will able to make the network connections. So by using the network interface controller, it will enables the communication between the device and the network, and it can be used either the wired or wireless network. So it converts the data into the signals like the electrical signals or the radio signals for the transmission, and the each network interface controller have the unique MAC address. Switch. If I use the Ethernet cable means then I will able to connect only the few amount of devices only. But if I want to make the multiple devices to connect together with means then I can go with switch, because the switch is the network device that will able to connect the multiple device in the network, and even though it will connect the multiple device, it will send the data only to the specific devices which makes the which needs that information, and it does not send the data to all other devices present in the network. So by using the switch, it will makes the communication more fast and efficient, and it is used in the local area network, and the switch uses the MAC address to forward the data. Next is LAN and WAN. LAN means a local area network. Local area network means we will able to connect the device which is presented in the small area like the within the home or within the office, within the school only. And if I go with the wide area network means then I will able to connect the devices across the geographical areas also, like city, state or the countries. Imagine in India, if someone makes the call in other countries like the Europe or the Saudi means it will happen through the wide area network. So the internet is the biggest example of the wide area network. And the next one is router. So the router is also a network device that will connect the multiple networks together. Here it will connect the multiple network and forward the data between them. So the router will chooses the best path for the data to travel across the network. So by using the router, we can able to connect the two or more network, like connecting from home network to the internet, and it uses the IP address to forward the data. And so by using the router, it will help to reduce the network congestion and make the data transmission very efficiently. IP address is the internet protocol address, and it is the unique number which is assigned to every devices which are connected to the network. So by using the IP address, we will able to identify the devices and make the communication over the network. So basically the IP address is like a home address for the device in a network. Imagine if someone wants to send me a post means, then they should know the address of my home. Likewise, in the network, if the devices want to make the connection or wants to get the any data from the internet means, then the IP address is used. And it was used by the router to route the data between the network, and the IP address can be either public or the private. We will able to decide it also, and the IP address can also be static or dynamic. And there are two types of IP address. One is IPv4 and another one is IPv6. So the IPv4 is the Internet Protocol version 4 address, and it is also similar to the Internet Protocol address. It is help to identify the devices in the network. Then only we will able to communicate with the device each other. And the IPv4 address has 32 bits, and which is equally divided into 4 octets, and each octet carry the 8 bits. So there are number of IP address present in the network. How they calculate all these IP address means, they are doing the conversion from binary to the decimal. We already know that the computer know only the zeros and ones. So make it understandable for the humans, they do this conversion. If we take 0.0.0, which is the lowest IP range, IP address, and the highest IP address is 255.255.255.255. So in between, there are so many possibilities of IP address. And so to understand this conversion, let us see the example. If the IP address present in the zeros and ones, then how can I understand means, then first of all we need to do the binary to decimal conversion. And to make this conversion, there are some rules. And we should start this conversion from the rightmost to the left. And first of all, we should apply the place value for the each and every octet. And then we should make only the positive values to consider. And we should all the positive values in the each octet. And finally, we will get the IP address. Let us consider the first octet, and here there are two positive values present. One is present in 2 power 1 and another one is present in 2 power 3. 2 power 1 means 2, 2 power 3 means 8. If I add these two number, I will get 10, which is present in the rightmost first. and go to the second octet. Here the positive value is present in 2 power 0. Anything power 0 means 1. So the second octet is 1. Likewise, if I do the binary to decimal conversion for 4 octet means then I will get the IP address